the conference.
Okay. Well, listen, the way you can contact me is going to be on Facebook. It's Triveda Harris. On Instagram is Triveda_Harris 78. Also, you can find me with my business, Wings of Transformation Publishing. If you are looking to write a book, need help with an idea for a book, but we all got a story inside of us, so there's no help with that. You know what your story is. You just need help getting it out. I'm the person you can talk to about that. I can walk you through it step by step. Ain't no need in worrying. You got your one step stop shop right here. I can help you with that. You can find me on TikTok. It's Triveda Harris. Anything that says Triveda Harris, that's probably me. So you can find me in all those spaces. Now, to give my recap, listen, my takeaway from today is do not settle for being broken, because your brokenness is not the end. You are being able to be mended and put back together in front of the very people or situations that may have broken you. But your brokenness is part of your testimony and your walk with God. So when you become closer to Him, you understand that every situation that you have been through was connected to the puzzle that He has created for your life. And as I say over and over again, we may not understand what God is doing, but there's always a purpose behind it. We don't understand any of it at the time he's doing it. Like I told you guys, I didn't understand why he was making me take a public speaking class. That ain't had nothing to do with me. Didn't have nothing with what I had going on at the time. However, God knew that I needed it, and he knew when I would use it. So God is intentional about everything that he says and that he does. We just have to listen to him. So understand that your brokenness, even when man tells you just to get used to it, like they told me to just get used to not being able to use my left side, just to get used to having that stroke. Not, yeah, no. I said, listen. And then I had one doctor who told me I needed to have brain surgery and all of this stuff. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take my chances with God, because he's never let me down. He's never led me astray. And when I tell you that surgery, God has been my surgeon. He's been everything that I've needed. And I am grateful that he has never taken his hands off of me. Even when I'm being hard headed and acting like I can't hear him when he's talking to me, like a stubborn little kid, like, I don't want to hear that. He's always there. And he's like, I'm going to be in your ear until you actually do what I told you to do. And I'm like, okay, I won't do it today, but can I do it tomorrow? No, I need you to do it today. I'm no longer running from my purpose. So you need to stop running from what God is calling you to do. If you heard nothing else that we said, your brokenness is not the end of your story, it's the beginning. So when you begin to share, you begin to heal. And when you're able to heal, you're able to hear, because healed ears hear differently, and healed feelings hear differently. And when you're in a space, you can tell when you're still in a space where people are broken, because the conversations are different. When you're in a space where people are healed and they know that they're healed, you hear different things and you see things differently. Pay attention to the environments that you're in. Know that if it's not in alignment with what you're going, to remove yourself, and it's okay to exit stage left. Understand that God's purpose is always determined by what he had already instilled within you from the very beginning. I don't believe that God gives his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers. I don't believe that. And the reason I say that is because everything that God has instilled in us was there from the day we were conceived on this earth. So it's up to us to dig deep and find those skills that he's already put in us. So you ain't got to bear nothing that God has already given you the tools to make it over, to get through it, to go through. And if you're praying and asking God for strength, understand he's going to test you. If you're praying and asking God for patience, he's going to send something to test that patience. So if you're going through, understand God ain't going to answer the prayer without taking you through it to develop the skills that he needs to prosper you. And if you're in a season of isolation, understand that that's a reason for you to get closer to God, because God will isolate you when he's ready to motivate you and move you to your next level. It's nothing for punishment. God never punishes us without the blessing. So if he give you an idea, he'll provide the provisions for you to get to it. So understand that God is God all by himself. And I'm going to wrap it up with saying this, like I always do. Stay out of God's business. The only thing he needs you to do is be obedient to what he's called you to do. Now, this has been Matters of the Heart, Part 2. Stay tuned. There may always be a Part 3, because Matters of the Heart is one that keeps us living and breathing. And God is the head of it all. I love you guys, and I thank you guys for being with us today.